Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes as we get ready for the next storm system that is coming just in time for Christmas Eve. But for much of the area from easternmost Pennsylvania to southern New England, the bulk of this is going to occur on Thursday night. So the daytime tomorrow should not be a problem. And Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, Long Island's largest rock salt provider and a provider of everything you need when it comes to dealing with winter storms. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. And the telephone number is 631-756-1125. Tons of rock salt serving not just Long Island, but the entire tri-state area. All your snow melt products that you could need, Omni Melt, Petalo, Mag Ice Pellets and Flakes. And of course, if you need new shovels or a new snowblower, they've got that too. So Omni True Value Hardware, your place to go. The best prices in town, omnitruevalue.com. So let's get back to our storm where we have high wind warnings up now for the coastal counties of New Jersey, New York City, for Long Island, and for southern Connecticut. Just inland, where the snow cover is deepest, generally areas that got a foot or more are all under flood watches and flash flood watches that run up from northern Virginia all the way up through eastern Pennsylvania, the northwestern New Jersey counties, the Hudson Valley north of Route 84, and in Connecticut, also northwestern Connecticut north of Route 84, and those extend up all the way into southern Vermont. This next storm is going to bring winter weather to some areas, and it will be significant in places like West Virginia, for example, western Maryland, on and down into the central and even parts of the southern Appalachians could wind up with a significant accumulation, and also right along the lake shore. I suspect we're going to see the area that's in between get filled in with some sort of winter storm, either a winter storm watch or a warning, or they will go to an advisory before this is all said and done. And in terms of the total snow accumulations in that particular area, we're looking at amounts generally in the maximum areas will be in the range of about 4 to as much as 6 inches, surrounded by an area of 1 to 3 inches. And the other thing to consider, of course, will be the rainfall amounts out of this, because those will be significant. And the total precipitation that's expected from this is going to run in the 2-inch plus range, particularly in areas where we're seeing the maximum snow cover. This is where it's going to be a big problem with some of these rainfall amounts running at 2 to 2.5, and even some 3-inch numbers being indicated in parts of northeastern Pennsylvania, and then 2 to 2.5 inches on your way up the Hudson Valley, 1.5 to 2 inches just about everywhere else. So the rainfall definitely is going to be significant. On the U.S. satellite view, we see our storm beginning to organize here as it moves northeastward through the northern Great Lakes and heads into southern Canada. This is really about a trailing cold front and a developing wave on this front. And that, by the way, is going to create another issue when it comes to severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk of severe weather from southern Florida all the way up the coast into southern New Jersey, south of 195, and that includes Delaware, eastern Maryland, and northeastern Virginia, while we have a slight risk of severe weather for eastern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, and a small portion of South Carolina. So our storm definitely going to be a producer. And by the way, the rainfall amounts, so this is going to combine with the next system that we're going to deal with early next week. So we're seeing 7-day rainfall amounts here in excess of 3 inches across much of northeastern Pennsylvania, all the way up into parts of northern New England. So definitely a solid rainfall to be expected. Here's our deep trough that is sharpening up as it heads eastward. A strong upper low forms in Kentucky and then moves towards the coast. It's going to be about a 6 to 8 hour period of rough weather, particularly with the winds. The strongest winds are going to come tomorrow night between midnight and 6 a.m. along the coast, where we could see wind gusts of 50 or even 60 miles an hour, not out of the question. Weather conditions should start to improve later in the day on Christmas, but there's a sharp upper trough with this that's coming through Friday night, and I wouldn't be shocked if we wind up seeing maybe an area of snow showers with that as it goes by. So I'm going to take you through how this all plays out, and we'll run through the NAM model. Very impressed with the fact that the NAM does develop this squall line of thunderstorms. You don't see this very often in the month of December. But here's our rain. Now, tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, the easternmost edge of the rain will be just getting into northwest New Jersey. You can see that snow on the western flank. The low coming up, the second wave, as we head into the evening hours. And then it's in the overnight that we get pounded with heavy rains. And there's that squall line. This is at 1 a.m. on Friday, Christmas Day. The squall line that runs from the low center south through central Pennsylvania down into North Carolina. Again, remember, we've got that severe weather risk. We're not going to see a change. Most of our area, eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England, will not see a changeover to snow before it ends. The snow is going to be confined west of the mountains. And there's your squall line at 4 a.m. This is at 7 a.m. Christmas Day. So the system's running a little bit slower. So the rain starts a little later, but then it gets out of here a little later as well. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's all done from New York City west. Still some leftover rain over eastern Long Island and Connecticut, southern New England, and then it moves out to the east from there. Weather conditions will improve again. We'll just watch for maybe a few snow showers when that upper trough goes by. The air behind this is cold, so we're going to see temperatures by Saturday morning down in the teens and low 20s, and high Saturday upper 20s and low 30s, and another cold night following Saturday night. And very quickly, just to run through the longer range for the rest of the long holiday weekend. Sunday looks great. Here comes your next low developing in the lakes. We'll probably get some showers with that. It doesn't look all that impressive here as the low runs up into Canada. And then another storm system late next week. Still not 100% sure how this is all going to play out with regards to this next system, which will probably be affecting us New Year's Eve and or New Year's Day. So prepare for strong winds and heavy rains tomorrow night into Friday morning before weather conditions begin to improve after that. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue on Long Island, just north of the Southern State Parkway, 631-756-1125. And the website is omnitruevalue.com. There will be a Joe and Joe weather show tonight, and that's at 7:30 Eastern Time. And of course, it stopped. There we go. I thought it stopped there for a moment. That'll be at 7:30 Eastern Time. This will be our last show this week. Well, at least through Christmas morning. Who knows? We may pop up Christmas night after everybody has their food hangover and has opened all their presents. So have a great day, and we'll see you tonight.